Hi everyone, it's Colette with Transbydef. This week's topic has to do with being stealth or open. The question is, how stealth or open do you consider yourself to be? First, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And if you're drinking, please do not drive. And yeah, I hope I'm actually about to go for a nice hike because it's so pretty out. And I wanted to get this video in before I totally forgot about it, which happens a lot. So I consider myself to be pretty stealth when I'm out in public, I guess you could say, because it's not like I'm walking around screaming I'm transgender or whatever. In my work life and my personal life, I'm open. If you're close to me and I know you, you pretty much know my history. And it's not something that I have necessarily chosen to do. It's because I've just recently come out. I've come out. It's been a long process for me. It's probably been the last year. I've really been focusing on coming out to everyone I know, family, friends, and acquaintances, if I've known them for quite some time. And even being on social media, it's like you have to come out there as well. So pretty much I'm open. The goal, though, for me is to kind of pull that back a little bit and have a little bit more stealth in my life, more or less in a professional setting and an academic setting if I choose to go back to school. And the reason being, there's a time and a place, I feel like, for you, or for myself, to be kind of open about it. It's not like I want to walk around with a big arrow pointing at my history. I don't want to be judged on that. I want to be judged on my merits and my reputation. And I necessarily haven't had any negative feedback from coming out at work. It's actually been more of a positive experience. And I've been able to even be more confident and outgoing. And, and now I'm starting a new position where people are not going to necessarily know my history. And I'm really looking forward to that because I'm also tired of being the topic of conversation. And that's what it's talked about. It's like every little thing I do is put under the microscope. If I'm wearing something, if one day I decide to be kind of lazy on casual Friday and wear a hoodie, it's a topic of discussion. Everything I wear, I mean, it's really interesting. I know like women in general kind of pick apart those things, but it's even more so because it's like, oh, look at her, she's trying. And it's like, oh, you probably shouldn't be wearing a hoodie. Like, somehow that makes me less of a lady. I don't really know, but it just gets annoying. And when I leave work, I found one of my coworkers tells me that I'm the topic of conversation. And it's usually about like there was a new girl that started recently and she didn't know my past. And I was actually really excited about that. And just because I wanted to get to know her on a hey, casual basis. And then eventually she'll probably find out through the woodwork. But they all let her know, and now she's a little odd with me because she never went through the diversity training. So, and I know that some of them do that kind of purposely because, I work with most women. A lot of them love to stir the pot to kind of see how things fall. So being a little bit more stealth is something that it's something I look forward to. I love being an open person and a visible person for the community. I like being able to show my life and show people how I'm doing my transition in hopes that maybe they get something out of it and maybe they'll see that you can make it work even if it is crazy. But I also like the idea of being able to have a little bit more of that's not the only thing that people know about me. I want it to be, I don't know, just kind of want to keep it between friends and family, I guess you could say. So, but it's nothing I'm ashamed of or anything like that. It's just, I don't really feel like answering questions about being trans all day long when I have a lot of work to do or, being looked up and down and scrutinized about what it is that I'm wearing. It just kind of gets a little, a little old. But I'm curious to see what you guys think of this topic. I have some friends that consider it like a sin almost not to be open and visible. And then I have other friends that live a completely stealth life and they feel like some sort of guilt for living that way. And to me, I don't feel like you should feel guilty at all. It's your life, it's your journey. And that's why a lot of people pave the way and are visible so you can be able to, and you may not be able to be open. You may live in an environment where it could come back and haunt you. Thankfully, where I live, it's not something that is really an issue, which is I'm really, really grateful for. So, it is, I guess this question, I'm kind of like in the air. Like, I consider myself to be rather open right now, and I hope to kind of be a little bit more in between, But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, a great week, and I will talk to you guys next week. Take care. Bye.